Hey guys, so this is going to be update 17. We're going to take a look at a couple of things on the layout here. First, we're going to take a look at the roadway that I've been working on over by Royal Plywood. Then we're going to go over and take a look at some of the new rolling stock I got in for the train. And then I'm also going to show you some of the scenery stuff I've got. Some grass in and a couple other things. So let's pop in there and take a look. So we're over at Royal Plywood here, and I was looking at the, what I had painted on there, and, since I'm doing all of this stuff where I'm kind of just printing, textures out and putting them on buildings and the backdrop and everything, I was wondering if I could do that for the road, just to get it looking really great. And so that's what I did right here. This is basically just a printed sheet. You can see it, I had it kind of temporarily glued down over here for that picture in the sneak peek video. But yeah, I had to cut 3 sheets. You can see a line right here and another one right over there. So I had to kind of put 3 of them together, and you can kind of see a little bit of difference there. That might work. We might be able to kind of blend that in, or something like that. The sidewalks here are also sidewalks. These are from, again, these are the little cardstock that I cut and basically just printed on and glued off sidewalk textures. And conveniently, I got these from Lance Mannheim's, or Mindheims, can't say his name right, website. He's got on his blog, he's got a section there where you can get some facades and stuff like that. And that's where the street came from too. And you can kind of resize it, just print it out, and free to use. So that's what the sidewalks are made out of. Same thing here. I just kind of printed it out. And remember, I did spray paint the red edge on here to kind of highlight it. The actual sidewalks he has are, I believe, he used them on his the LAX whatever spur. So they have the red, but I wanted to have a little bit of an edge there, so kind of makes it stand out a little bit more. So I think I'm going to use this, but here's the deal. So the thing is, when you print this out on an inkjet printer, inkjet printers are water-based, and so if you get any kind of little spot of water on here, it'll kind of tend to bleed the ink. And right there is a little tiny spot. I don't know where that came from. I think it was a water bottle or something that I had, and I dropped a thing of water on there, and it made this little weird green spot because it sort of melted the ink, I guess is what you could call it. Made it run. And I've still got to do scenery over here. I got to put some grass in and some dirt and stuff like that. We're going to be spraying glue over here. So why I only temporarily kind of glued it right here and glued it over there, I think I'm going to take that off and not put in the sidewalks and everything yet. I'm going to do the scenery work on either side, and then just kind of have this laying here. We'll get it out of the way when we're doing the scenery, and that way we can spray water over here and alcohol, to get rid of the surface tension and all that, and then put the glue in without getting this stuff wet. And I guess you got to be kind of careful when you're on using the railroad. Don't spill your coffee on there. Although, I guess it's easy enough to just print out more and, put it on. So that's the plan right there. So I think it kind of looks good. It's better than just having to paint stuff on. And I guess you could do weathering and stuff like that. But, the picture, I think, is, I don't know, more realistic. I don't know how to say it. It looks really nice, So I do have another sheet here. Here it is. And that's going to be for the back end right there. I'll cut that out just so I have it, ready to go. And there's also pieces of sidewalk right there. And we'll just kind of have that off to the side until all the wet scenicking is completed in this area. And just for the heck of it, while I was printing stuff out, I still have to sort of touch up the crossing over here. But I was just curious. So I went on Google Maps, and I got a spot in Orange County where I'm modeling, where the Street View car had taken the picture when it was pretty much right on top of the track or going over the crossing. And I was able to get, well, half of, one of the crossing squares playing around with paint, I managed to make a full square and kind of print it out. The only thing is, if I put this in here, I got to print them out in the right size. And then this one here also, the edging around the, perimeter there, kind of came out all washed out because I think it was sort of the reflection of the sun and whatnot. So I got another one, and I actually just put a bunch of these back to back to back to back and printed it out. These look a little bit better, and this one actually fits nicely right over here. And what I'll do is I'll grab the camera so you can take a look at it over here. Just trying to use my tripod there, but we'll get a nice close-up view of that. But yeah, I think that would look pretty cool, and I think I would do that. So I'm going to hold off doing any more work on this. I think I'm going to try printing these out, so they fit nicely on there, and this will have a whole printed street. Which I guess I could have not put the drywall stuff on there, but whatever. We'll modify it as we go here. So that is the plan for that. I'm going to cut that piece out. We'll get everything out of here. We'll start scenicking all of the good stuff here. I still got to make a building for Southern Wine and Spirits there. So we'll use that one as a temporary, but at least I can scenic over here, and I got to try to figure out what I'm going to do with the background right there, because I'm not sure I'm going to keep that exact one. And but I want to get this going right here, this scenery here. So yeah, let's go take a look at some of the new rolling stock I got. So we're going to come over here. I don't think I have any on the layout right here. No, everything is sitting in the yard right here. I am using JMRI operations to do my train operations, and that's a whole nother video. But I do have it running, and it's it's pulling all the different cars that I'm gonna set out and take off on the train and the route and everything. And so this is the next one that JMRI had me do. So I kind of set those out yesterday. It's a little bit long. It's like maybe one inch too long for the track right here. So I could barely get the locomotive out this way and then back this way. This is actually pushed back a little bit. So I'll have to play around with the program a little bit. But I'm really liking that. Like I said, that'll be another video. But on to the new rolling stock. I got a couple of new boxcars here. This is one of them. It's a T-box 60-foot Walters. And then we've got another one right here, another T-box, different road number. And if we scoot all the way over here, same thing, Walters, but this is a UP. And I think they had like 3 different ones of each with different road numbers. And then the last one I got over here is this tanker car. This is an Atlas syrup car, corn syrup. So that's going to be going out and servicing Shasta Beverage, and it's already been out there at least once or twice. So that's the new rolling stock that I've picked up, along with my nicely weathered gondola here. But haven't done any work on the new cars, meaning I haven't put in my Katy couplers. I do use I think it's 148s or something like that. But I wanted to kind of get them on the layout here, and the plan is to slowly replace these El Cheapo older cars like this UP and the Canadian Pacific ones here, and that old one right there with more appropriate time period. Yeah, that one too, out. As I get stuff in, and I know I might have had this in the other video, but yeah, I got 2 of these center beam cars. One of them, I also got the actual load here. So that gets serviced over to, right now I have it going to Royal Plywood and the lumber yard in Huntington Beach, but we'll see how that's going to work, because somebody had pointed out, well, they have to be able to get to both sides of the car, right, to load stuff on or load stuff off, and they can't do that at Royal Plywood, right, because of the dual tracks right there, unless I pave it over and kind of make believe like, they can get around the car and use both ends, but we'll see. All right, let's pop over to the other section of the garage, and I'll show you some of the other stuff I got here. So this is what I'm going to be using for scenicking. Got some dark ballast, black ballast, fine. Again, got some super light gray ballast. And then I got a whole bunch of grass, different woodland scenic lengths. I got some green, got some light green, got some tan over here. A couple of them are 7mm long, and then I think one of them was 4, and yeah, 2. So we'll mix those around. I'll probably do a separate video on that too, just you know, making tufts and stuff like that, because my layout really doesn't have a whole lot of grassy areas, and I'm not making rolling hills and stuff like that. I'm really just using this stuff sort of off layout, making tufts, making little you know, patches of grass that then I transfer and stick where I want. And then while I was purchasing things, I just happened to come across this thing here. If I can pick it up, come on. Walter's electric transformer there. Get rid of the reflection. Yeah, this was like $11 or something, so that'll be nice for Southern California Edison, because that's exactly kind of the stuff that they're making over there. So I'll put that together and hopefully have that on the layout in the near future. And you know what, the funny thing is, I told you I had bought those little rail end stoppers, bumpers, whatever you want to call them, and I have those all out on the layout now, and except I was one short. And lo and behold, one of them just popped up over here on my workbench. So that's everything I've got. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm going to go ahead and start scenicking that little area next to Royal Plywood. Pop in over here, and then I think, yeah, next thing I'm going to do is scenic this area, and then I really want to do an operations video. Like I said, I've already got that train set up. I'm not sure if I'll do that exact train that we just watched over there, because I'm still playing around with the length of the train and all the different stops that it makes and how many cars it puts out in all of the different locations. And that's a whole nother video all in itself, using JMRI to do that. And I'm by no means an expert in that, but I'm kind of playing around with it, and it seems to be working. So that's the update, number 17. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and you know, subscribe if you're new. Watch as I progress along the layout here, and hit the bell button. You get subscribed, or you get you know, notified when I post a video. So that's it for right now. No cars sitting over here, and that's actually, this is interesting, talking about JMRI, because for some reason, some of the settings I had, none of the cars were getting taken out of here. It had cars put in here, but didn't have them taken out. And I'm not quite sure why, if it's like the length of the train, or the number of the stops, or the number of the drops and setouts and pickups. I don't know. I have no idea what the heck I'm doing wrong with JMRI, but it really just left cars over here at Surfer's Outlet and at the lumber yard here, and it wouldn't include them in the train. It always said no work at Huntington Beach, which is this section. So I made a separate train that came over here and took everything out, and then that's why I have this very long train now, because the manifest now has me setting out a bunch of cars in Huntington Beach. So yeah, well, maybe I'll do a video on that. We'll see. Anyway, till next time, guys, take care. Enjoy modeling on your layouts. Bye.